Welcome once again to Travel Mall TV and the second of our exclusive web video reports from the international travel industry. This week we're at the Hilton London Canary Wharf for a high-profile live debate on what the future holds for travel agents. You're watching Travel Mall TV, direct from the heart of London's commercial centre, an exclusive online video presentation created by travelmall.com. This broadcast is produced in association with the Hilton London Canary Wharf and with the Government of Dubai Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing.
My name's Jeremy Skidmore. Welcome to Travel Mall's second webcast. This time, we're at the Hilton London Canary Wharf. It's a hotel that's only been open 4 months and it's targeting business travellers. Now they, along with the Dubai Tourism Board, are the sponsors of our latest Travel Mall Question Time debate. Now this debate is looking at the future of travel agents and what they need to do to survive and prosper in the future. And we've got a panel of experts to help us deal with the main issues.
Firstly, the good news is it's a growth industry. And
Not for us selling to high street travel agents.
it is. It's just that they're not getting their share of the market. So the market in absolute market share terms is growing faster than the share that travel agents get.
Sales agents are simply not keeping up. People now are self-packaging.
The biggest driving brand that have happened in the last 2-3 years have been lastminute.com, Expedia, Popoto, Travelocity. And none of those have got any high street branding whatsoever. And I think that says something.
With me is Richard Cope from Mintel. Now Mintel survey consumers to find out what they think of travel retailers. Richard, tell us what you found.
Well, in terms of what consumers thought about travel agents, we think that most of our consumers want more expertise from their travel agents. They want more technology as well, and they also feel that maybe they don't compete on price with a lot of the internet providers.
That's interesting. You're talking there about expertise. Service is really an issue that seems to have been going on for a long time, but it hasn't got any better in your opinion.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people still feel that going into a travel agent, they're dealing purely with salespeople in many places. And I think there needs to be a slower process where they go there, do their research, and have more time to make a decision about whether they're going to purchase. But use it more as a research bureau, and maybe the sale will come later on online if customer loyalty is brought about.
Okay, and the perception is still that travel agents are more expensive than buying holidays over the internet. Is that right?
That's right, yeah. I mean, I think it would be a mistake for many of the agents to try and compete along those lines purely on price. I think they need to compete by offering specific products which require advice and expertise which are more interesting for the consumers.
Okay. What about the issue of financial protection? Do consumers feel that is important?
Surprisingly, in the research we've done, consumers don't necessarily equate travel agents with financial protection. I think it's an area consumers are quite naive about. They seem happy to just book their own insurance and don't think about it any further.
Okay, so those are some areas of concern, but looking on the positive side, what can travel agents do to ensure that they have a decent future?
Well, I think focus on products which require advice, which are alluring to customers, but customers think, I need some expertise and advice on this. And maybe change the environment of the high street agent. We were talking about making things more high-tech. I think it should also make things more comfortable, make it more like a venue where you want to spend some time, have reading material there, have internet material there, so people can do their own research. And when they actually speak to the consultant, they're much further along in the process.
Okay, and if they change that much, if there's that significant a change, do you feel that there is a future for the high street travel agent?
I think there is a brighter future, yeah. I mean, one thing we've got to keep thinking about is the baby boomer, third age generation. A lot of them have exhausted, or they perceive that they've exhausted their short-haul options, and they're now going to be looking at new dual destination and long-haul holidays, and I can definitely see them coming back to agents for those.
You're watching an exclusive online video presentation from TravelMole.com in association with its broadcast partners, including the Hilton London Canary Wharf.
We've been surprised by how well the hotel has been doing, and it's sort of beating all our expectations in terms of business, and we're very pleased with how the hotel is shaping up so far.
Okay, now you are obviously in the heart of the sort of city boy community.
Absolutely.
Presumably targeting the business traveller very much.
Absolutely. I mean, it's very much, certainly Monday through to Thursday, a very corporate business. Our clients are those sort of clients that you see in the city in terms of in Canary Wharf, so the big corporate banking organisations. But outside of that, at the weekend, you know, this is more of a challenge for us, but we're building up quite a good leisure base of business, which is standing us in good stead.
My name's Jeremy Skidmore from Travel Mole. At our recent question time debate, we asked, what is the future of high street travel agents? Now with me is John McEwen from Advantage Travel Centres. John, have independent agents got a future?
Oh, absolutely, Jeremy, yes, without question. I think what the independent travel agents have to do for the future, though, is actually make sure that they're even more expert than they are today, that they're even more accessible for their customers than they are today, and actually have access to unique products which actually really add value.
I mean, just taking some of those points, service, is that really still a big issue? Do you feel that a lot of agents simply don't know enough about products?
Service is always going to be an issue in the service industry. We have some very qualified, very good and qualified travel counsellors out there, sales consultants and so on, who actually do a very good job. But I think in today's world, they've got to access through technology to more product information, have more experience and so on, because they have to be better informed in order to serve the customers than they were previously.
What about accessibility? You've said there. I mean, does that mean that people have to stay open all hours? They've got to work 24 hours a day? What does it mean?
No, it doesn't. It just means that you give your customers a choice. So obviously you have your high street location. That's open conventionally 9 to 5:30, 6 or 7 days a week, depending on the location. But then you actually give customers the opportunity to call you in the evening or get you on a website. And it's just making sure that when the customer wants to talk to you or converse with you, they can get you.
And what about this point about having a bit more control of your own destiny? Explain that.
Well, I think the important thing is that you have to offer customers choice. And the way we do that is by making sure that customers have access to really good quality brands, ones that reassure them and we know are good quality. At the same time, we offer our own holidays, Triton holidays and Triton products. And this is making sure that our customers have the broadest choice available to them.
Now, generally, travel agents can earn more money out of Triton holidays than perhaps they can with other suppliers. So do you see a trend towards agents using that more than other suppliers?
Well, certainly Triton Search and Triton Products is a very exciting development for us, and it will become very important over time. But it will be a balance between working through the Triton proposition at the same time working with our preferred business partners as well. The key thing is that our members effectively are being given a wider variety of choice than they've ever had before.
Okay, now this all started, of course, getting the destiny into your own hands because you wanted to be able to protect yourself when travel companies did cut commissions.
Yes.
Now, do you find now that you're over that hump? Do you feel that you can survive without some of the big tour operators who used to pay big commissions?
Well, I think what we've done since we put Triton together is that basically we went through that difficult period, and we've now just concluded our negotiations for 2007, for example, with all of our preferred business partners on terms that we're actually very pleased with. In other words, there's been no further reduction in earnings to our members as a consequence of the discussions we've had. So yes, we think we are, but it has to be a win-win situation in the sense that we have to perform for our business partners in order to maintain attractive terms.
Now, famously, Thomson cut commission to 7% and made it clear that they weren't too keen to work with independent agents anymore. If they came back to you and said, please, John, work with us, we'll give you a lot more commission, would you say, yes, certainly, or go and take a running jump?
Well, I think the world's moved on, really. I think we've moved on. We have our preferred business partners in place. We've developed Triton now, and we are actually much more self-sufficient than we were previously.
So does that mean you'd say go and take a running jump?
I don't think I'd describe it in quite that way, Jeremy, but I think it has moved on. We have to work with business partners that really want to work with us.
And does that mean on a consistent basis as well? Because in the past, some business partners have been your friend 1 minute and then cut commissions the next.
I think good relationships are all about medium and long term. They're not about short term. And any business partner that looks at our relationship on a very short term basis probably isn't serious about the relationship. So they have to be committed in the long term in the same way as we have to be committed as well.
You have been watching this exclusive online video presentation from travelmole.com in association with the Government of Dubai, Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing.
Dubai has a lot of things to offer different people. It's got the traditional sun, sand, beaches, shopping, great sports facilities, everything else, but it's also a market leader. It's progressive, it's iconic, it's building the future. We see Dubai as really the market leader, certainly in the Middle East, for setting the trends for tourism.
Thank you for watching coverage from this week's TravelMole.com debate. Join us again next week for more comment and opinion from the international travel industry. This broadcast was produced in association with the Hilton London Canary Wharf.